Hey there, welcome back to Clover Creek. I'm Mike. Just afternoon here. Got me some barbecue for lunch. Just got finished there. I'll hop in the truck. Been a busy morning so far. Actually ended up getting some lime put out on the fields over by the house. Actually picked up a crop sensor this morning, and I was able to run that on the front of the Magnum while I pulled the fertilizer spreader and got the lime out. So that worked out really well. Flying solo today. Stan and Ryan are off on their fishing trip, so I am all alone on the farm today. But just doing some chores that I can handle by myself. But what I'm doing here is running up here to the Tussey Mountain Mulch location. It's here on the right. And I called around, and they actually have a slurry spreader that I can borrow or rent, I guess. So I have rented that, and we're going to try to drive around here and find it. Not sure where they have it located there. Ah, there it is. I wonder where I can park my truck. I better park around here on the front. Looks like this is a loading area. That kind of looks like a loading area too, but we'll park around here. Hopefully, my truck won't be in the way while we're in the field. But yeah, we rented this slurry spreader because we have quite a bit of slurry built up from the cows. Let's take a look at the PDA. Let me pull out my tablet here. You can see here field 17 and 15. I've put lime out on both of those fields, and was able to take the crop measurements on field 15. If we take a look at the cows here, they have over 300,000 liters of slurry. So we have this Terra Gator here. We're going to hop in it, head back down to the house. What my plan is to do is use some of this slurry to get these fields brought up on the nitrogen just a bit, and this will help not have to buy so much fertilizer when it comes time to put seed in the ground. So we'll head down this way, and we'll go in the back entrance to the farm. I believe that this, let me scoot the seat up just a little bit. I can't hardly reach the steering wheel. There we go, that's better. This thing actually moves along pretty good. Very bright today. Real bright, a little bit of haze. It's almost hard to see. I should have some sunglasses on, really. Be nice if these windows were tinted. Alright, so you can see there on the left, that's the field that I put lime out last night. And then the other field across the way, the one we bought recently, it has lime as well. Still have to do this peanut field here and get it squared away. I don't need to lime it. I'm just trying to keep them topped off. It takes a whole lot less lime to go around the field when it doesn't need as much, so kind of makes things a little bit easier when you do it yearly. Alright, so the field for the slurry is way back there, so we're going to have to back in. I can't see around this thing here. Mirrors are no good. That mirror is kind of good right there. Let's see if I can do this without wrecking. There we go. Can't believe that. So we get this thing filled up here. I believe the guy said it held 35,000 liters. I think that's what he said. So we'll get it filled up here and double check that. It does have GPS, so that's going to help with keeping the line straight going through the field. And that way I don't overlap too much. I do need to give the cows some food. You can see they still have some grass, but that is going to run out pretty quick. So we're going to give them some food. I'm just letting them eat the grass to help save on some feed costs. I did do some work here on this end. The field was just really steep right there at the edge, so I scraped it down and then I replowed it in, got everything squared away. You can see there we've worn out a little bit of a road going around the edge of the field there, so that will I guess be our track to get around to the other field. So let me get a course set up here. Let me take a look at the field. Yeah, I think heading along this edge here is going to be... Uh-oh, I can't hardly... Uh-oh. This thing is not wanting to steer. Come on. That's not good. Oh, buddy, it's wanting to sink. Alright, so let me go ahead and get moving here. Alright, we have a path set there. I should have been putting out slurry, but that's okay. I'm a little bit concerned about this machine and it turning. It did not want it to turn very well. But this should bring up the level here on the field. Let's just make sure the settings here are correct. Yes, we do have it automatically set, so it will only put out a little bit. I think it only brings it up just a bit. We get down here to this end and see if this thing's going to turn around. It almost got stuck there at the other end. It does not want to turn. It sure doesn't like it. I guess it's just so much weight on the back that front wheel can't get enough grip. Oh goodness, this is going to stink. I may have to get my monies back out of this. Alright, we're back on track here. Well, alright, well let me run through this field here. We'll get a tank put out and see how far it gets me. I'm curious to see how far I can get on a tank. And hopefully we can get at least one field done with the slurry we have. Hopefully two. Alright, I'm almost done here with this field. This thing is not something I'd want to own. Having so many problems with it turning. As it gets empty, it does seem to turn better, but it is not wanting to turn when it's full. So this is going back. I can't see using this. It's just not working out here in the fields. It's too much weight and it just doesn't want to turn. So I'm going to hit this field here on the way back, just a little strip here. And then we're going to head back to town and turn this thing back in. Now that this is empty, we're going to run around the field here and get back to... Actually, you know what? We'll go out the front way here. Head back into town. I want to go drop this back off at the Tussey Mountain Mulch location. And then I'll head back by. I need to swing by the shop. It's still open, so I'm going to swing by there and pick up some DEF fluid. I need some for the equipment. They are all running low on it. So we'll get those topped off. I'll get probably a barrel of it or something put in the back of the truck and then bring that back down to the farm. I got the DEF, ended up buying some barrels of it, so I'm going to have plenty. I believe I want to put it, I think I'll put it back here behind the barn. We'll use the forklift to get it out of the truck. So I did find a contractor. We do have a barn scheduled to be installed. Well, it's a shed, I guess. We're going to get that put in tomorrow, I believe. They're going to have to take a tree down. But that's going to allow us to... Ooh. Get these straps unstrapped here. That's going to allow us to get the combine under some shelter. Ooh, don't tilt that out. Ooh, don't tilt that out. Ooh, that was a close one. There, those pallets are barely sitting on those forks. Let me set it down and get under them a little bit better. There we go. So yeah, the shed will be in tomorrow and they are going to take a tree down. I think I can put these back here. They should be okay out in the weather. We'll set them there for now. So this tree right here, I believe, is going to have to come down. We're going to have a shed put in over here. And it's going to be up adjacent to the big barn here. And we should be able to get a couple combines in there or some additional equipment. So it should work out really well. So that's going to be a good thing since we can no longer close up the combine hopper. Somebody left the door open on this thing. Yeah, it was probably me. Alright, so I already have some silage in here. It was some extra that I had taken out of the fermenting silo when we were packing it in with all of the grass. So we've got this in here. I'm going to go ahead and feed it to the cows. They're getting a little bit low on the grass. But this will make sure they have plenty to eat overnight. I think they're okay on water. We'll just make sure we top off their food there, or at least give them some. And they are good to go. Still got some daylight here. I'm going to hop in the Versatile and hook up the cultivator. I'm going to get that going, see how that's going to work out. And I'll go ahead and get started cultivating one of the fields there. That way, we can get a little bit of a head start on our cultivation activities. We do have 2 fields that's going to have to be plowed, so that is going to take quite a bit of time. We do need to get a plow. have not found one yet that I intend to purchase, but hopefully I'll come up with something soon. As a side note, not story related, I did start this series with manual attach, and I had actually a couple pieces of equipment that was not playing nice with that, so I had to disable that. I was using that to try and be a little bit more realistic, but it didn't work out. So we're back to just pressing A. So we'll pull over here in the field and get this thing unfolded. And it does take a minute. Go ahead and get me a setting here with the GPS. Alright, we should be good to go. Have our line set. We'll get the inside of the field done here, and then we will knock out the headlands later on. So we may be able to get this field done before dark. I'm not real sure. This is a fairly large cultivator, so it may go pretty quick. But I'm going to just get to it and see what I can get done before it gets too dark. And then go from there. Well, it has gotten late today. I have worked a little bit later than I anticipated, but I was so close to finishing this field here, I decided to go ahead and try and get it knocked out. Pretty pleased with the way this setup handled itself today. Actually, I made short work of this field. Want to think about getting a winter crop in on one of the fields, probably the smaller field behind me. If we can get that one plowed before it is time to plant, they try to put a winter crop in that one because that is the smallest field we have. And then just keep working on these fields and get them ready for the spring planting. A little bit disappointed in the Terra Gator today. It did not do well in the fields here with that, I guess, the weight of the slurry. So probably we'll have to look at getting just a tow behind slurry spreader. So we'll have to keep our eyes open for something. So I am going to continue on around this field, get it knocked out, and call it a night. Hopefully Stan and Ryan We'll be back tomorrow ready to go. And if I can find us a plow or two, maybe we'll go ahead and start trying to get some plowing done. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it. We'll see you back here soon.